Okay. Can you send the slide to us again?
To share the page of case study.
Sorry, there is a kind of network issue, I think.
All right, Sean.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Rotate this one.
That's a case study that managing director of Radify is an Australian software developer. He believes that there's no time for local companies to get involved in and stimulate the domestic talent. And what are realizing that they will need to do something to support the industry inside Australia. The MD said, the simply shunting more kids into science, technology, engineering, and mathematics classes isn't going to fix the problem. Even with extra emphasis on STEM, building a new crop of local talent big enough to meet the demands of industry was going to be a generational challenge. We have a country to meet the demand of industry was going to be a generational challenge, and we have a country full of technology consumers, and what we want is a fair percentage of what to become the technology creator. There's no silver bullet here, but we are trying to do our best, he said. According to MD, a bachelor degree provides just a modicum of qualification and need to pick up a skill as soon as becomes uh, even more acute and new concepts and trends to come to play. The traditional structures of tertiary education have themselves become under the attack of disruptive forces, and universities have always struggled to keep pace, and when it comes to technology, computer science courses. Radify is in talk with Australian universities, including University of Technology, Sydney, and RMIT University. So here in this case study is saying that Remedify is the company is an Australian technology company. You want to collaborate with the universities so can like their graduates can work in like 3 months training in this company so they can produce the practical uh, like pass out students. So there are three questions in it. I'll share that one as well.
One is underneath the paragraph of at the first page.
Yeah. Can anybody read the question? First question.
I'm coming. analyze the positive and negative aspect of the knowledge, skills, and the competencies that you have required in your university study. Was the experience more positive than negative? Why or why not?
No, actually, he asked us to read the question number first. Can I read?
Yeah, yeah.
That is like from your experience, do you agree that your qualification does not provide you with the appropriate work related skills? Argue both sides of the argument based on your own and your friend's experience. Like if I am talking about my experience, like here I just completed my 1 year study, and in that time, I have to read a like lot of curriculum kind of like syllabus. That is too much. That is also completed in a 3 month. I feel like that is like too much overburden because we just to put focus on theoretical knowledge just to complete and for passing marks. So I completely agree from my experience that our university study just gave us theoretical knowledge as compared to practical knowledge.
The
How about others?
slides are showing.
Sorry.
Everyone can see the slides. Is it showing on present during meeting?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you were giving the first question that we have only theoretical knowledge, not the practical one.
Yes. Like as I done my accounting and economics study or the marketing management and three of subjects, we just put more focus on the theoretical knowledge instead of practical one. How
Okay.
about the others experience? Can you please share with us?
Anyone else can share the experience?
So can I share about my experience?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I got my bachelor degree in industrial design, and for that, it will learn for some basic drawing skill, 3D modeling skills, and again the knowledge in the human-centered design. But instead, they are all the basic system started to only to to good at some project, but it's not in the real company to use this skill. And I think, well, the program come over the wire of the topic and the whole understand of the application of each skills is this is perfect, but do not to use them in the real, that make me sad. And I think the real world project is more important than we learn the zero knowledge and to play them only in the computer.
Okay, then we'll
Okay.
do the second question. Is it showing on screen?
Can I do? Or anyone else want to read the question number 2?
So the question two was we have to explain the positive and negative impacts of that one. So here we discussed at that day, uh, there were the positive aspects of positive aspects of the universities and which are the strong theoretical foundation in core subjects. Because I think Hassan hasn't joined.
Like as I mentioned before, during our studies, we just put much focus on theoretical foundation in core subjects like accounting and finance because we just like read the theoretical part. We did not try to do any kind of practical work. In that's why when we go directly into the market, we just fully blank. But here I'm going to talking about in a positive side. Like when we do study, we just develop our critical thinking and problem solving through assignments and case studies. More important, like when we do any kind of study, we have a like burden to complete our work on time. That's why we just good enough to make a balance between our work and professional life, or we just improve our uh, characteristics briefs, like we are in good management. Apart from that, we get opportunity to contact with the new people, professors or industrial professionals, as it we are doing now June podcast in this, like we belong to a different state nations, and I think here in Australia we also living in a different area, but we got an opportunity to contact each other and do work as a group.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And what about the negative impacts? And I think for the negative impacts, there are limited practical exposure to workplace challenges because when I graduated from the university and I went to the market, seriously, I was blank at that time in like being a professional. And the second thing is we have very outdated curriculum in the universities. It's a big issue as well. And insufficient focus on soft skills like communication and leadership because we just continue studying everything like every theoretical knowledge, not the practical and the professional knowledge.
Yeah, because we just focused on completing our own work. Sometimes I consider like I'm a lazy person. That's why sometimes I avoid to learn new kind of leadership or communication skills.
Yeah, we both of
So
you.
this is considered as a negative impact of our study.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys, as we have discussed earlier too, that I have this like vision, or I have this idea that universities should be giving more internships. Like it should be the, if the degree is like 4 years, we should do at least 2 years of internships and practical work and experience in the field, and 2 years of study, rather than studying in university for 4 whole years. That I am actually from Pakistan and I'm a pharmacist, so the study I have did there for 5 years of pharmacy, and then when I came to Australia, I feel that gap very very much, and I think I need to be at least practicing in pharmacy for at least 2 years to be capable to be at par with the Australian pharmacists. So I think it should be, that kind of structure should be introduced. Like after every semester, you should be doing 2 3 months of internship, or whatever you have learned, you should be applying in the field.
Can anyone share the picture of like the meeting? How is it showing in Zoom? Please share in the WhatsApp group. I just want to say because we are recording the session. I just want to share how it's looking.
I've shared a picture, you can see.
Okay, that's going good. Is there any sign showing recording?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
showing.
yes, got it. Okay, then we'll move to the third question. And third, I think in the third question, he was asking, is that a good idea of the Redify company and what are the suggestions?
I may be able to answer that. Let me just have a read at it again.
Yeah, like
So,
it was a great idea of the Redify company that he's collaborating with
mhm.
universities because he actually want to like produce practical and professional students over there. And what suggestions that we have discussed in that time. And like with the theoretical study, we should also have the internships and internship programs as well. Like if someone is taking a course of economics or the finance, he can take a 1 month workshop in the bank as well and any other financial institute. And
Exactly.
Or
So
maybe
that,
they can work in a paid partnership with other companies. They also learn like at present what company want, what kind of skills they will need to learn when they work as a partner in the company during their study. In this way, I think they can get a kind of experience, and they also raise some funds.
I think with
I
the
think
best
this would be
example,
a good suggestion.
I think that's the best example if we can find our around in Australia is with TAFE. I think the TAFE and all the tradies, they are the best example for that. Like, I have met with a couple of people and they said like we do 4 years of internship and we study like after 6 months, we study for like 2 3 months and then go again in the field for 6 months. And I think they are best in their fields. If you met any tradie around you, you will came to know that they are actually very professional in their field, and after like just 4 or 5 years of their internship or of their like start like what do you call apprenticeship, they are like completely expert in their fields. That's not the case in the university students. So that's
Yeah,
like a pretty
that
good
is
example.
only in trade courses, but in universities and in degree courses, that is a huge difference between trade and in that.
Exactly. Even after coming out of university, introvert people, I would say introvert people are still introvert, and the other people, the like different nature of people, like they don't even have, some of them don't even have confidence to talk in front of 10 people, 10 persons. So there's a huge difference in that.
Yeah, at that day, and we discussed that, for example, like one of our colleague was pharmacist. He was saying that if we are studying the community, like we are studying community medicine in one semester, we can start internship at a community for 1 month. And same for hospital and the industry. Like if somebody is studying industrial pharmacy and the hospital pharmacy, he can have an internship over there for 1 month. In this way, he can have a theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge as well.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
So, is there anything else to share?
I think we have answered all three of the
Yeah.
questions, and we have discussed the major um
Yeah. Like
knowledge.
that was the part that we can present to the professor as well. And I think uh, those
Hmm.
know the enough stuff right now.
Yeah,
So should
that because our main topic was developing graduate work readiness skills. So that's what we have all discussed. How we employ with that, and I think one more thing that we can discuss is with work employer ready is that we can have like really more practical exams in universities rather than having theoretical exams.
Yeah, it's a good idea that even like even our school time, we have the practical exams as well and the theoretical exams as well. Both exams we were given.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But to be honest, back in Pakistan, the practical exam were never given that importance. Like they
Yeah,
are like considered as just as passing marks to
yeah.
like if you complete the
Yeah,
practical,
same
you
like
will.
in India.
So I don't know about Australia, but really that was a situation there. So I can talk about that part.
I think we have questions, like we have answered every question. So we should end this session. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
it would
think
be. I totally agree with all the points that have been discussed.
yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
Thanks, Satar, for compiling this presentation and everything.
You
And
know,
I think
use the teamwork,
Thank you.
teamwork.
Thank
thank you
you.
everyone
Thank you
whoever worked for
guys.
it.
Mm.